There was an interesting article in the Washington Post this week. They said they talked to some high-level people in our government who say getting bin Laden really is the end game for Afghanistan, that this is our exit strategy and it changes everything. Is that true, you think?
No, I don't. The president's going to announce next month that we're taking 5,000 troops out of Afghanistan over the course of the next few months so that he can say we're on the road out. But we're not on the road out. And I think we'll have U.S. troops throughout his presidency. Even if he gets reelected, we'll probably have U.S. troops there at some number, because the Afghans are such pathetic, organized allies.
Right.
Yeah, they're only, the only worse ally you could have is Pakistan.
And right, because I mean, bin Laden must have had support from. I mean, what do you think the level of support he had? Where was that coming from? How high up?
I think there was a group of retired intelligence people, retired military intelligence people, who were supporting him and getting him the money, getting him the protective cover. He thought he was safe. I mean, if you look at the defenses of that villa, there weren't any. Why? Because he thought he'd get a phone call.
Right.
And he had money sewn into his jacket and phone numbers to call and sewn into his jacket. He thought he'd get tipped.
And Pakistan acts very angry at us that we did this, and they say, we're going to retaliate if you do it again. What could they possibly do?
Well, all of our supplies to Afghanistan go through Pakistan. So they kind of have us by the short hairs.
I see.
And every once in a while they pull on them.
Once again, your technical State Department jargon. You know what I was shocked to find out is that Pakistan actually has lobbyists.
Americans, that they pay.
How can that even be legal, that a foreign country hires lobbyists?
They all have lobbyists. But Pakistanis are very good because they've gotten $20 billion allegedly to fight the war on terror. That's a pretty good lobbyist. Especially
since 9/11.
Yeah, and especially since they're taking the money that they're supposedly fighting terrorism with, and they're building nuclear bombs with it.
Right.
And we don't notice, we don't do accounting, we don't.
Well,
they have 100 nuclear bombs.
There's no incentive. I mean, if we're giving them money to find bin Laden, of course, the last thing in the world they want to do is find bin Laden.
Exactly.
Why can't we have a system where we have a results-based foreign aid? If you find bin Laden, then we'll give you $11 billion.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Would that ever happen?
That would be a good idea, but instead, they've built 100 nuclear bombs, and they're on their way to 200. I mean, they're cranking out nuclear bombs like sausages.
Right.
And there's apparently nothing we can do about it. Their whole worldview is, India must kill India. And that's why they started the Taliban. They started the Taliban to give them a base in Afghanistan so the Indians wouldn't be there. They're paranoid, and they're such pathological liars, they don't even know when they're lying anymore.
You're talking about the Pakistanis?
Pakistanis.
Okay, just to make that sure. Richard Clarke.